Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. It means so much to me. Today we are continuing with the journey of The Last of Us and episode 3, which is called Long, Long Time. You would just excuse the mess that is me right now because we have 20 degrees Celsius and that is not normal for north of Norway. We usually have our summers is like 13 degrees Celsius. We're not used to this. I have like a little fan here. Yeah, it's a mini fan, but I can't have it on right now because it makes a lot of noise. So I'm gonna be sweating. And I look homeless and I'm sorry, but it needs to be done. And yeah, special shout out and thank you to my YouTube member Chris and also to my patrons. Martin, Garrick, Chris there as well, Michael, and I don't know how to say this name. I think it's his last name, Magonzo. Please let me know, Magonzo, if I'm saying it correctly. But thank you so much, guys. It really means so much to me. Last episode of The Last of Us was, I'm not gonna say slowly, but it was detailed. Because it was just the path or the journey of them getting to the Firefly base thing where all the people had died. And at first I was a bit confused who had killed them, but obviously Joel explained that one of the sick ones probably got in and they fought it and they lost. And that's about that. But the big revelation, I don't think I'm using that correctly. Anyway, the big thing of the episode was, of course, Tess having been infected, and she sacrificed herself at the end there. Oh, I've also been told that the actress for the game who played Tess passed away recently, so that's, of course, very sad. I don't know anything about this character, so please, if you have info on the game, if you have any fun facts about this story that doesn't spoil, up till now, episode 3, that would be really much appreciated. My brain is very slow on getting things. I'm very neurodivergent, and things just make sense in a different way for me, and I forget everything. So I could have said something 10 minutes ago and then it's forgotten. So please remind me. I have gotten the fact that this is kind of like a hive mind-ish, and it is true in the real world as well. It's based on real fungus, and the plants, the roots that grows on the trees, they do connect with each other, kind of. They send signals within the roots underground and stuff. So it's, I was told by one of my patrons that the hive mind is based on slime molds. And even though they have no brain or nervous system, they still can connect. They form networks and share nutrients. Yeah, they can communicate with each other. Because there's like a fungus in the ground, I think. So that's where they have to be careful of not getting the infected from grounds where it's growing, I think, and also from the infected as well. Yeah, so I don't know where Joel and Ellie is gonna go from now, because Tess wanted him to take her to, he said 2 names, I think it was Michael or something, and he said they won't take her, but Tess said you have to, convince them, because she is the cure, she's the answer, you have to continue with this. That was her last wish before she sacrificed herself, this wish to happen, and hopefully Joel is gonna cherish that. We'll see where the road takes them. I'm just gonna go straight into episode 3. It's a bit longer. He's kind of like lost a little motivation right now, losing his, I'm guessing the closest person he had, 10 miles west of Boston, Massachusetts. I hope it's right. But where's Ellie though? And I'm still wondering what's happening, with his brother.
Nobody made you a test take. Nobody made you go along with his plan. You
It's true, he just wants the
battery or whatever, and you made a choice. Don't blame me for something that isn't my fault.
That is very true. He just wants someone to put the blame on, because, you kind of need that when you're in grief and pain. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love the woods. That's my favorite place. I mean, besides bugs, it is so peaceful. I could live in the woods. Oh.
Are Bill and Frank nice?
Bill and Frank.
Frank
Why did I
is.
think Michael? Frank's nice. So cool to see the plants growing so wildly, everywhere. Just hanging down the roof, windows. Ellie. Why do people always do this in like movies and shows? They just explore very, very dangerous places. I'm all for adrenaline and all that, but this could go so wrong. She's very intelligent. That's the first thing she thought of.
Fuck yeah.
Was that tampons? Out of all things. Oh shit. It almost looked like a painting. That with the one eye just glaring into your soul. And why are you approaching him? What is she doing? Oh god, look at all of them. Because he had different things. It almost looks like gills on this side. Is that tissue? I don't know if it if it fascinates her or if it just scares her or... Yeah, I think it was tampons. That must be heaven sent right now.
Makes it mostly useless.
Oh, if you're just gonna leave it there.
No.
She really wants the weapon.
You're flying one of those?
Oh yeah,
Sure.
plane.
So lucky.
Didn't feel like it at the time.
Dude, you got to go up in the sky.
Yeah, you don't think about how cool that really is.
Yeah, well, so did they.
If you have to get bit to be infected, then who bit the first person?
Yeah, they were asking that.
Thought you went to school.
Federal school. Teach us how their shitty government failed to prevent a pandemic.
No one knows for sure, but best guess, cordyceps mutated.
Yeah,
Some of it got into the food supply. Probably a basic ingredient like flour or sugar. There were certain brands of food that were sold everywhere, all across the country, across the world.
Where was she working? Was it a grain factory or something?
So
Like
the tank of
flowers?
food all hits the store shelves around the same time Thursday.
Yeah. So it starts all at once basically. Because it's all over the world. Bodies from the plane or something? No, they're far gone from that now. This is the infected they killed.
About a week after Outbreak Day, soldiers told you were going to a QZ, and you were, if there was room.
Shit.
If there wasn't,
They just killed them. They might not even have been infected. But if there wasn't any space in the quarantine zone,
People weren't sick.
they just killed
no,
you.
probably not.
Yeah, that's what the governments do.
I'd kill them.
In case.
Wouldn't just leave them be?
Dead people can't be infected.
It's brutal, that. Oh, and they're showing us. Thank you. Just fighting on our heartstrings, are we? Zoomed in on that blanket. And then showing us it's a baby's blanket. They have surveillance in the neighborhoods. Is that the government? Why are they sitting in such, dark rooms? Oh, okay.
Not today, you New World Order jackboot fuck.
He's a conspiracy theorist. He's one of those. He has surveillance on his camera. And then... That's advanced. And it's a really cool house with a stone wall behind. What a cool neighborhood. And his house is the best one. Oh, it's that guy. Nick something. He's loving this. He's just all alone. They were all evacuated. This was smart of him because he would have been killed. Massachusetts! Boston is in Massachusetts. Thank you. He is a genius. And since he was a conspiracy theorist, he probably stocked up on a lot of stuff already. Power out.
That was fast.
Very fast. He's one of those that's like, okay, the apocalypse is coming at some point. I'm prepared. And now he just knows. Wine and spirits. The smartest part was he went there last, which means he prioritized. Is that a generator? God, what a genius. He even has a garden with vegetables and chickens and a slaughterhouse. He got it all. That looks amazing. There would be people like this though, fully prepared. Generator and all. And surveillance, so he knows if there's anyone close by. Of course, he set up traps. Really efficient ones. This is smart ones as well.
Oh.
But people are different heights.
It doesn't get old.
What a genius. 4 years later, he's lived comfortably for 4 years. He has a whole town for himself. He has power, he has electricity, water, food stock, security, traps. This is everything.
I'm not infected.
It's purse.
Armed?
I'm just trying to get to Boston. It's
So he
gone.
Yeah, I think most quarantine zones are gone.
Are you hurt?
Oh, one of them is gonna die in this episode. He's helping him. Don't you worry. Imagine how many people you could help with this.
How'd you get that?
Yeah, how did you get that? Did he prepare for that as well? This is the guy you should have running the government.
First, my name's Frank.
Oh yeah? Here's the thing, Frank.
Isn't that the guy they were seeing?
Thank you. This is amazing.
It would be a shower. Come on. He cooked him dinner. This is sweet though. Look how luxury. Look at that smile.
What the fuck?
Everything tastes good when you're starving.
That would taste good when you're not starving. He's even pouring it. Amazing. This would feel like a fever dream if you're in the apocalypse, just meeting a random guy who has it all and can cook and knows good liquor or wine or whatever.
So I guess I'll be going then.
He doesn't give a flying fuck. Oh, he knows how to play, probably. That would be so cute.
For Louise. Tales of
For Louise. Oh, that's nice. I like that one. He's gonna play something beautiful. They're gonna become friends. They're gonna become friends. Friends. And this is hitting something.
No.
Yeah, this is hitting something. It was the mom used to play it, probably.
But there's no one at my side.
Oh, that's really good. Wow. That's really powerful. And it's hitting him, that guy. You can hear the emotions in his voice as well. That's the name of the episode. It's probably about someone that he loved or loves. You don't stop loving them even if they're gone.
There is no girl.
I know.
He's really broken inside, but he's hiding it with a... I did not see that coming.
Yeah. My gaydar is broken.
I should have clogged it when he said there is no girl. Okay.
What's your name?
He doesn't even know his name when he kissed him. Does he have tears from the song in his eyes?
Go take a shower, Bill.
Bill and Frank. That's Bill and Frank. Okay, so they're still together now, 16 years later. Is that the case? Please tell me that's the case. Okay, this just got a lot better when it turned into a love story. But it's quite romantic, actually. It's very
Have you ever done this before?
powerful.
With a girl a long time ago.
So he's like a virgin almost.
I'm gonna start with the simple things.
Oh, he's so gentle with him. What a love story. He just fell into his hole, I was about to say. But he did.
Oh, fuck you!
3 years later. Okay. We get to see their love story. Now definitely one of them is gonna die.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. I live in this world. You live in a psycho bunker where 9/11 was an inside job. And,
Yeah, the conspiracy
and the government
theory.
are all Nazis.
The government are all Nazis!
Well, yeah, now, but not then.
America.
I am asking for some paint and some gasoline for the lawnmower. That's all.
He wants to fix the house to look nice for who?
So help me, I will run through one of your tripwires.
As you can see, they're having like marital problems.
Okay. Just tell me why.
I did.
He needs to have something to do, to care
Paying
about.
attention to things. It's how we show love. We're gonna make friends, and we will invite them to visit.
He really has.
We don't have.
He has hope for the future that there's gonna be people coming.
I've actually been talking to a nice woman on the radio.
You what?
God, he's angry.
This really is just, it's amazing.
Ah, and he jumps to the woman he was talking to on the radio. So it's Joel and Tess. That's why Joel said when Ellie asked, "Are they nice?" He said Frank is.
So what, you were a prepper or something?
Survivalist.
That's what they're calling themselves.
Oh, and I had this idea that we should use codes for the radio in case anyone's listening.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Okay, so it wasn't Tommy that was sending the song codes. It was Bill and Frank.
We'll be fine.
You have to accept help or acknowledge the fact that everyone needs help. You can't do everything alone. 3 years later, so 10 years from it started. Is that strawberries?
Oh!
It is. Oh, it's so good. Strawberries and blueberries. I love berries in general. And my grandma has a strawberry acre. We get to pick fresh strawberries. It's the best in the world. She doesn't really like strawberries that much, so she always saves it for us. And that's how I feel eating it now in this world. So imagine how it would feel in the apocalypse. It's the little things, you know?
Getting older faster than you.
Mm-hmm. God, they're cute together, though.
I was never afraid before you showed up.
Now he has something to be afraid for. That's the thing. Having loved ones can be a weakness in that sense. But God, is it also a strength? Don't ruin the strawberries.
Some strawberries. Right.
Oh, bad weather. Is it stormy? What is that? Was that the raiders he was talking about? Joel? Oh, he still wants to protect his home. Most of them are burning on the ground. Oh, that does not look good. This is when he sent the message, right? No, the message was in 2023. This is 2013, isn't it? Oh, he's gonna die, isn't he? Yeah. He said one of them was gonna die. He's still trying. Did he survived? 10 years later. This is 2023. And now he's in a wheelchair. He was the one in best shape. Oh, I'm painting. I love painting. Oh, that's so beautiful. They did stay together for like 16 years. That is it's just beautiful. When he has a sippy cup. Is it because he's shaking?
Did you take your pills?
Oh, no.
And they have medicine too. And we just got to see a whole episode of this beautiful love story over 16 years. There's no way we're not going to see one of them die. Is it... What's it called? Not Parkinson's. Is that the shaky one when you start to shake slowly? Why are they focusing so much on him? Okay, I thought he was going to die in his sleep or something.
I'm gonna stay up.
Why?
Because this is my last day.
Does he feel it, or has he just decided that? Oh, this is depressing.
Bill.
Oh, he's so broken. You could just see in both of their eyes, you know, they've lived so long together.
I'm not going to give you the every day was a wonderful gift from God speech. I've had a lot of bad days. I've had bad days with you, too. But I've had more good days with you than with anyone else. Just give me one more good day. Oh. We'll get married.
Stop.
And you cook a delicious dinner. Then you will crush all of these up, put them in my wine. You will take me by my hand.
Oh, his face is killing me.
Bring me to our bed. And I will fall asleep in your arms.
That's the death everyone wants. If you would choose how you would die, this is it. And I had goosebumps. I have real goosebumps. But you couldn't, you need to process
Love me
it.
the way I want you to.
What a line. Love me the way I want you to. The way I need you to. God, that would be so hard. But you need some time to just process it. But you couldn't say no, could you? It's gonna be a quiet montage of just everything, their life together, showing the whole neighborhood, the plants thriving and flowers and his painting and art, because art is his passion. Oh, this is so beautiful. This is such a beautiful love story, just from beginning to end. And he's looking around and taking everything in, observing all the beauty. It's just the wine. Sorry, I'm just quiet. There's a lot of bells. Just the quietness of it. It's so quiet. So still.
Already pills in the bottle.
Enough to kill a horse. This isn't the tragic suicide at the end of the play.
What?
I'm old. I'm satisfied.
Did he put it in the bottle?
And you were my purpose.
Oh, stop. He's gonna kill himself too. And he didn't tell
I
him
do
for
not
now.
support this. Oh, I should be furious. But from an objective point of view,
It is your choice.
it's incredibly romantic.
It is indeed.
Take me to bed.
Their last meal together, their last cheer. They had a last beautiful day. And now they're gonna fall asleep together. This is too powerful. Is Joel and Ellie gonna find them in their beds, just holding each other? And now it's run down. And now the flowers are dead. 16 years. They were beautiful and alive. The candles burned down. You can see the wine glasses still on the table. It must have been a few weeks then? They were late by a few weeks. But Joel could now take this place, maybe getting up and running. Did he leave a note for Joel? Oh, they're gonna be lying in the bed. Was it
It's from Bill.
for Joel?
Came with this.
It's the key to the spare key. He just left the place too.
So they're dead?
Oh, she's gonna read it. Oh.
If you find this, please do not come into the bedroom. We left the window open so the house wouldn't smell. It would probably be a sight. I'm guessing you found this, Joel, because anyone else would have been electrocuted or blown up by one of my traps.
Yeah.
Take anything you need. I never liked you, but still, it's like we're friends. Almost.
He was a decent guy.
And I respect you. I used to hate the world, and I was happy when everyone died.
He was one of those.
There was one person worth saving.
And Frank became
what
his
I did.
purpose.
That's why men like you and me are here. We have a job to do. I leave you all of my weapons and equipment. Use them to keep...
Safe. Is it a car battery?
I have a brother out in Wyoming. He's in some kind of trouble, and I'm heading out there to find him.
Okay.
Listen, about Tess.
He's like, don't
I'm taking you with me. There's some rules you gotta follow.
talk about this.
Rule 1, you don't bring up Tess, ever.
God, look at this.
This guy was a genius.
I said that.
If you didn't reset the countdown every few weeks, this playlist would run over the radio.
80s.
Yeah. Trouble. He had like boxes for different genders and sizes of clothes. Is it a gun? She's gonna take it. Yep. She's so amazed by everything.
It's your first time in the car?
It's like a spaceship.
Seatbelt.
She doesn't even know what a seatbelt is.
Put it back. Ellie. Oh, no, wait. No, leave it. Leave it. Oh, this is good. This is Linda Ronstadt.
That's the song he was singing on the piano, right? To Frank? It's a really good pull out. Are we gonna see? Because this is the open window. Are we gonna see them? We're just gonna get the idea that this is where they're lying. Yeah. That was a really, really cool story. Okay. That was quite the episode. I would argue that was the best episode so far, at least. Because it just hits you like really... It's a really powerful episode. You go a span of 20 years with just these two people almost. And they tell the story really well. They tell stories so well. So they dedicated this whole episode to explaining who Bill and Frank was. And of course it was something to do with the story, but it was kind of tied in at the end, and mostly it focused on, you know, their love story. And it's just so hard to find something to live for. And of course they had a good life here with everything they had, so they didn't have to like suffer, like go hungry, or, you know, they had more security than most people. But Bill didn't really have a reason to live. He just did everything for himself, really. And it's ironic how those are the people that just hate everyone. Those are the ones that are most afraid, because they are so prepared, because they're afraid of something happening. And usually they're the ones that's doing best if something happens, because they're so prepared. That guy was extreme. I'm betting there's some guys who are like that if they have the resources for it. But most conspiracy theorists and, survivalists, whatever we called it, they have it to some degree, you know, have maybe something ready just in case. It was just an amazing setup. Just everything that he had put up was just so smart from the beginning. It should be, you know, easy to go back there maybe and start it up again if someone needs to. Now Joel has that opportunity as well. I don't know, as far as the story goes, I'm guessing, you know, Joel explained that he was gonna take her to Tommy, his brother, and see if his connections with Firefly could get her to the lab. But it was, I'm just not over the goosebumps it gave me. Just this love story it's not dragged out, it's just played out so beautifully. And they each had their own strengths and weaknesses, and they kind of completed each other that way, which made it life worth living for both of them. Which is, I guess, also why it was so easy for Bill to decide that when Frank's life was ending, his was too. It was like dying anyway. And they were at old ages. They lived pretty good for 20 years in an apocalypse. Yeah, it's not a bad thing that they decided to end it. I think that was the best ending that anyone could have had. It was a blessing they got to do it that way. And he had someone he respected. He could, you know, give all the stuff that he'd worked for to. And I just think it was a really, really beautiful ending for them. Yeah, it was an emotional but beautiful story and end. And they played it, both actors, so well. You could see the pain in their eyes when, you know, they realized it was coming to an end. But you could also see the love and the respect and the compassion they had for each other. It's something so beautiful. Like true love like that. It is rare, I believe. I don't think most people get to experience it in their lifetime. It was stunning. Okay, that's all I can say. It was my favorite episode so far. Yeah, it was so beautiful. I don't really know what else to say. That's all I can keep saying. It was an impactful episode, emotional wise. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed watching me enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching this reaction. If you want a full version to this episode, I'll put the link down in the description, and I will hopefully see you in the next episode.